Ooh. Mm. Damn. Damn. Hey, bitches. Hey. Hey, welcome. Welcome to my planet. So, I had somebody request that I speak about why authenticity is so cool. Like, we talked about it a little bit in the comment section of one of my previous videos. And, dude, authenticity is the coolest shit. Have you ever met anybody who was who made you think, wow, they're so cool, that was just pretending to be like everybody else or trying to fit in? No, you didn't notice because they were fitting in. They were busy fitting in. The coolest people out there are the ones who don't give a fuck what you think about them. They are so comfortable in themselves and who they are, and they know what they love. They know what makes them feel good, and they don't give a fuck if you think they should be doing something else, wearing something else, acting a different way, doing spending their time more efficiently or whatever. They don't give a they don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck, bro. I saw this Instagram comment like a year ago or something, a while ago, right? That said something like there is nothing cooler than someone who knows they're cool. Cause that shit is so true. And it was commented underneath this video of this person just being themselves. They were just dancing, and they were in this alternative, amazing outfit. I don't even know how to describe it. I don't even really remember that much about it. It was a while ago. I just remember I was like, damn, that person's cool as fuck. And then I went to the comments and everyone else was like, damn, you're cool as fuck. And one person was like, there's nothing cooler than someone who knows they're cool. And that shit stuck with me for a really long time. Now, here's the thing. Ever since I was little, like as long as I can remember, I have always wanted to have my own style and be my own person and be independent and just be this big fucking like shining attention whore. I've always been like that. I was like that when I was a little kid, like almost to a fault. And then as I got older, I mean, you know how you get older and you kind of lose yourself a little bit in society, you know what I mean? I'm sure not, that doesn't, I don't know if that happens to everyone, but everyone knows that feeling, you know, of people around you trying to pressure you into being someone that you're not because they think it's weird or whatever. They're insecure and so they're judgmental, and fuck judgmental people, bro. Fuck that shit. But we all, I feel, tend to kind of lose ourselves a little bit as we grow up from that judgment of others. And that's also just such a raw time in life when you're still figuring yourself out, and there's everyone else is also figuring themselves out, so they're all fucking just insecure and mean as shit to try and compensate for it, because, you know, teenagers fucking suck. It's just the way it is. I was a shitty ass teenager, but I was also quite a I don't want to say lost teenager, but I was trying to find myself and find who I was. And part of that for me was expressing myself through my fashion. But I didn't know who I was yet. So I didn't know how to dress. And listen, this is important. Important disclaimer, baby. Fashion isn't everything. I've said this before. Fashion isn't everything. It's not what you're wearing. It's how you fucking wear it. It's your energy, baby. It is your energy. It's your energy. I'm pretty sure I said that. I have this one video that's a lot more popular than the rest. I think it's called Get Confident Just Because. I'm pretty sure I even said it in that video. It is your energy. It is not your clothes. But here's the thing. It all ties in together. Okay, anyway, sorry, I got a fucking phone call. Once you are confident in yourself, you will be confident in wearing whatever the fuck you want to wear and expressing yourself however the fuck you want to express yourself and doing the things you want to fucking do, because fuck everybody else. Our time on this earth is very, very limited. Even if you live a long life, life is short. And life is precious. And so that's why you really have to just prioritize what you want to do for yourself. The things that you love, whether that's your clothes or what you want to, however you want to spend your fucking time. I don't know. The hobbies you pursue, the career you pursue. Maybe you want to pick up fucking acting, but you think it's silly. Or maybe you want to, like, do art, but you think your art is shitty because you haven't done art before, or you haven't done very much, or you haven't tried this style or medium. Or maybe you want to play music and you're like, man, I'm a shitty ass musician, but so no one's gonna want to listen to me, but you should go out and play anyway. I'm pointing at myself because that's what I thought. I actually did a video about that too in my busking video. I thought I was so shitty. And I said, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going out, and I did that shit anyway because life is too short. So, what I'm getting at, all of that, baby, is to say that you shouldn't waste your time worrying about what other people are thinking about you, and you shouldn't waste your energy trying to bend over backwards to appease the, I don't know, idea of what other people think you should be doing, whether that's what they've actually said to you, or even just your perceived, like, I don't know, your perceived worry, I don't know how to explain it. When you worry about other people judging you all the time, you have this sort of idea in your head. I say you, I mean me. This is a thing I deal with all the fucking time. I'll be, say, in a crowd, okay, and I feel like everybody's fucking staring at me, and they're all like, ugh, what the fuck is she doing? Ugh, what the fuck is she doing? Oh my god, she went out like that? Oh my god. Fucking, why is she walking so weird? Why does she sound like that when she talks? What the fuck? Like, I have all these judgments that are running through my head that are fake and completely made up. No one's fucking thinking that. And you know what? If they are, they sure as hell are keeping that to themselves because they're not saying anything. Everybody is too worried about their own selves to give a shit about, like, what you're doing. In today's day and age, especially, bitch, no one has time or energy to be worrying about what shoes you're wearing or like if your colors and your outfit match. And if they are, they have better things to be worrying about, let me tell you. But that's why you should just fucking say fuck it and wear whatever the fuck you want to wear, bitch. Wear what you want to wear. And here's the thing, I say that, I keep going back to fashion because that is like the main way that I express myself on a daily basis. That is how I tell the rest of the world who I am on a daily basis. It's outfits are kind of like, maybe not for everyone per se, but for me, definitely, outfits are like my way of communicating to the world who I am, my energy for the day, what type of energy I want to give, what I want to do, what I like. You know what I mean? Just expressing who I am. And I think many, if not most, if not all other people are like that too. Okay, here's the outfit for the day, for today, baby. Oh, wait, shit, hang on. Here it is. The fucking outfit. The outfit. I love these pants. They're my favorite pants. I love these shoes. Well, they're my favorite jeans. And these are my favorite shoes. My DCs, baby. They are so fun and comfy and the best, bitch. And I've got all the fucking jewelry on too. Not all of it because I wouldn't be able to wear all my jewelry because I have so fucking much. So yeah, the reason that I bring up fashion is, and that's why that's usually my go-to thing when I'm talking about expressing yourself and who you are and things like that. Not only because it's such a personal topic for me, like that's where I always go to because that was one of the main things that I had really wanted to own from a young age, was my own fashion and my own style, you know? But also, that's the main thing that people point out or notice, like when you're going down the street, when you're walking down the street and someone's like, "You're so cool. You look so cool." You know? But it's not just the clothes. It's the energy of someone who is so confident in themselves. I'm going to take these off because the sun went away. It is the energy of someone who is so confident in who they are and what they love that it just like radiates and shines through and is felt by everyone around them. You can't help but notice just this glowing person that has just entered the room. And maybe you are just wearing a simple outfit, but it's what you love and you're owning it so much and you're so comfortable in yourself and how you're presenting yourself that you still have that glow. I had that happen one time. I went to a party on kind of this date, and I walked in, and one of the girls that was there at the party goes up to me and she goes, "Oh my god, you look like you're famous." Which was like the coolest fucking thing ever to be told. Like, what the fuck? But all I was wearing was my trusty DCs, baby, and also sweatpants, gray sweatpants, and a pinkish red drug rug. Probably you can see it. I know I've posted things on this channel of when I'm in both of those items, actually, both those clothing items. So you could probably see the exact outfit. And I was wearing this beanie, like this gray slouchy beanie with a bass clef on it because I love bass instruments. And I was wearing some jewelry, kind of like this, but not all of this because I didn't have all of this at the time. But I was wearing jewelry, and I was in my beanie and my drug rug and my sweatpants. I know I said it was very casual, like, okay, but I felt really like into myself that night. You know what I mean? I know maybe that sounds a little weird to say, but I was feeling really into myself that night. Just feeling myself, feeling confident, feeling good. Cause like I was living how I wanted, and I was gonna go to this party and meet all these new people, and I was going on a date, and that was at a time when it was after I had been through some rough relationship times. You know what I mean? So, but I was living how I wanted to. I was being firm in my boundaries, and I was just having fun, letting myself have fun and being myself and not holding back, not for anybody. And I think that's why that girl said that night. It wasn't what I was wearing. It was how I carried myself. So I think that's what makes cool people so cool. And that's why authentic people are so cool, because also that person who is so authentically themselves has learned how to break free of that perceived judgment, and they've learned how to continue being themselves and letting their true authentic selves show through even after being judged, after learning that, societal pressure to fit in, and then overcoming it and being themselves anyway. That's why punks are so cool, you guys. I love punk culture, and I love so many friends. So many of my friends are punks, and they're so fucking cool, and I think punks are the fucking coolest. I know I'm like a total hippie, but I also love the punk scene and shit, and I know that shit doesn't really go together. But here's a little side tangent, actually. Here's a little side tangent. And this is why I think it should go together, and why I think it really can and does for me, because I fucking say it does, bitch. That's what this video is fucking about. I love both those things, so I am both those things because I want to be both those things. But this one time, again, I was on a date way before the last one that I was just talking about. Like, I was, I think, 17, and I was on this little date, and the person that I was with at the time, I was still finding my style and everything, still figuring out who I was, but I was starting to get it a little bit, you know what I mean? And the person I was with was so punk, so fucking punk. Dude, they were so cool. They were so cool. I thought they were so cool. And this one time we were talking, I said I was a total hippie. Because I've always been about that shit, like ever since I was a baby. It's kind of how I was raised, actually. But I said I was a total hippie, and they were like, oh man, well, punks usually aren't about that hippie shit. And I was like, yeah, I know, but. And we were like talking about it, and we got down to talking about our values and what we really want to see in the world. And it turns out that they were very similar. And then they came over one day for this date, and we went to this festival in my town. And Oh, there's a new butterfly. How cute. We went to this festival in my town and we were walking and they looked at me and they said, "You know what? I don't think punks and hippies are actually all that different after all." I thought that shit was so fun. I thought that shit was so fucking cool. Anyway, side tangent, but see, that shit can go together. And you know how you make that shit go together? You just say, fuck it. This is who I fucking am. That's what punk's all about, baby. That's what it's all about. You fucking are who you fucking are. And you be yourself fiercely and ferociously. And people will push back, unfortunately. But you know what? You fucking say, alright. Okay. That's what they fucking think. And you keep fucking going. Because are you really going to sit and waste your time and energy over this person that you may or may not know that definitely doesn't care about who you actually are because they're sitting here judging your real self? That's fucking crazy. So yeah, that's why I think authenticity is so cool. It's those people who feel that pressure and that judgment, but they are so true to themselves that they simply will not hide themselves away for people who don't care about them. They value themselves enough to know that those people don't care about them and it's not worth it. So yeah, baby, value yourself, be yourself, and be fucking cool. Be your authentic, cool fucking self, bitch. It's in you, baby. It's in you. It's always been in you. Alright, so with that being said, now I have an exciting thing to share with you. I just finished a new painting a few days ago. I keep meaning to show it to you, and then I was going to show it to you in the last video, and then I forgot. I posted it, and then I was like, oh shit, I never showed him that painting. So here it is. Sorry. It is bright as fuck out here, so I don't know if you can see it, but I will post a picture as always at the end of the video to really, oh Jesus, there you go, really give you a good look. I call this one interconnection. Look at the dots. I love the dots. And the fucking butterfly and the fucking trees and the fucking infinity. Oh, mm, oh, oh, I love it. Yes, picture at the end of the video. And as always, also, you can see it posted on my beautiful little Instagram page that is linked in my channel and linked in the description of every video. So, that is interconnection. Yes, baby. My most recent painting, and I have another one. Oh, Jesus. Let's not fuck it up. I have another one on the way. I'm so excited to see how that one turns out. Little hint, it's got some water in it. I've never painted water before, but I think it's coming out pretty fucking cool. So, yeah, baby. All right. I believe that is all I have to say today. Seems I've run out of words. So I will see you in the next one. Be yourself, be yourself, be yourself, be yourself, be yourself, be yourself. All right. I love you. Bye.